back. Today I'm walking you guys through a day in the life vlog while I travel to Miami for work. So you're probably like, Bridget, what's got you in Miami? Well, I have a few people that I really like recording with or, capturing content with. And since I just started prep, I'm trying to get ahead on that, get some good educational content, some good workout videos, good stretching videos, mobility, all that kind of stuff, so that I can continue to put out some things that you guys find helpful while I'm in prep. It is really challenging to do it all. When you're hungry, you can't think straight, and you're mentally just going through it, right? I have to wake up at 4:30 every day just to make sure I get in when I need to get in for my prep checklist, right? With cardio, workouts, posing, etc. And then also with work as a small business owner. I coach, and that's the main thing I do. So I just really want to make sure I'm in a good place toward the beginning of prep so that I have some good foundations that'll carry me through as I continue to go through it. So today I'm just kind of getting ready, packing. I didn't get to pack last night because my day ended up getting too crazy with work. So that's what I've been doing. I slept with like a sock in my hair for the little curls because I got my first shoot at 4 p.m. and it's gonna take me 5 hours to drive to Miami. So this morning I'm packing, getting ready. Also woke up early today. I gotta meal prep a little bit so that I have food throughout this whole weekend, and I'll show you kind of my staging arena and everything I end up packing. But yeah, I'm gonna knock out some more work this morning after I finish getting ready and then go from there. So this morning I'm knocking out some programs for some of the people I coach. I just signed somebody else on this week who's new, so I'm gonna construct her program, have that all set up for her. I love this stuff. I really do. It's my greatest passion. So a good quote from one of my buddies that I've been kind of holding on to with how busy life has been getting is, I may go to bed absolutely exhausted by the end of the night, but I do go to bed with a smile on my face. So to be able to have my work be my passion. So, lots of good things ahead. I'm really excited coming into this prep. Nervous, definitely nervous, but I feel good. So I've got my little eye patches on. I'm gonna leave these on for like another 15, 20 minutes. I'm gonna finish packing and then get ready. So I'll kind of walk you through some of the things I got going on. So this is kind of like the staging station. I got set up on my bed with all my outfits I'm gonna be bringing, like some dresses, some workout outfits. I'm really excited for the gym I'm gonna be shooting in, and I love Carly. She's gonna be shooting with me. So I'm really excited for it. If you guys wanna see more of kind of what that sort of stuff looks like, I do post a lot of behind the scenes on my fanfics, but maybe I can create a video for you guys. But anyway, yeah, these are all the things I'm bringing. I also got some bikinis because I'm gonna do some like flexing by the pool kind of shots, which is always fun, right? That's like my whole sport. I get a lot of hate in my everyday life, or at least I have in the past. I've lost some friends over them not really understanding my sport, right? Like flexing in a bikini for me is part of what I do, or at least should be doing every single day, right? Practicing my posing for women's physique, all that. So yeah, I just love flexing in bikinis. So, oh man, I don't know if you saw that, like all of my clothes just fell down, but staging station on my bed is here. I don't have sheets on because I'm cleaning them because my friend Nelly is going to be staying here watching my kitty cats. But I got a couple of new cosplays, which I'm super excited for. One of them is Chun-Li. I haven't even opened it yet, but I got the tights, the boots, the spike wristbands, and then I also got like the 90s Barbie outfit. So I have a pink belt, the rainbow socks, pink scrunchie. And I just think it'll be fun to do like educational videos in that too, where it's like, okay, 3 exercises for blank. I just think it's gonna be fun. So I bought those. I'm really excited to try them on. But yeah, I'm gonna keep packing, finish all this, and I'll probably show you my first meal. Yeah. So I just finished writing that program for one of my clients, and I painted my nails, which I'm simultaneously destroying as I'm packing. So I'm like licking it and then fixing it as it gets all smudged. So hopefully we can keep it intact by the time I have this shoot tonight. So next I am actually packing the food items I'm taking with me. So I'll show you the dry items I'm taking first, and then some of the prepped food that I'm taking. I will have to cook there. I was trying to de-thaw some beef, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time to like really get everything together together. Ground beef is great for, you know, easy, quick cooking, but for me, it's not melted yet. So I think, honestly, I might take it with me, and hopefully, because it's still frozen, it'll dethaw. I'll just keep it in a bunch of bags, and then I can cook it. If it dethaws too early though, that means I cannot probably use it, but I think I'm gonna be okay. So anyway, things we got that we're throwing in the bag. First is a bunch of these little sticky rice containers from Costco. You should watch my Costco hauls if you want some easy hacks, especially if you are somebody who travels. These have, how many grams of carbs do they have? 71 grams per container. So I'll probably microwave one and then split it into 2 meals. That's all you have to do. Toss it in the microwave and that's easy rice. So I'm taking those, and then I also got these off of Amazon. They're the Justin's almond butter. They also have peanut butter you can do, and just the little packets to take with me for peanut butter. As you can see, it doesn't take up a lot of space. It's already pre-portioned out and measured out, so I don't really have to worry about that so much. So I'll be taking those as well. I'm also gonna take a thing of rice cakes. I love rice cakes, so peanut butter and rice cakes, one of my favorite combos. And then I'm also taking this new protein from Ghost, which is a clear isolate, and this is the orange cream flavor, so I'm excited to try it. I did try their other flavor, I think it was I tried the watermelon strawberry one, and that one was really good, really refreshing. And the macros you can't beat. It's 100 calories for a scoop and 25 grams of protein. So if you're looking to be low calorie as much as possible with your protein powder, like if you're in a cutting phase and you're like, I can't sacrifice extra macros on this, I would go with this. I personally prefer like the yummier proteins that Ghost has, like the Cinnabon one. I think it has like a couple grams of fat and then maybe like 6 or 7 grams of carbs. But this has 1 gram of carbs, 0 grams of fat, and 25 grams of protein. So it's all just about, you know, balance long term, figuring out what works for you. Again, I consume both, so it's just easy to take with me with that one. So yeah, so I'm just gonna start bagging these up. So other supplements I will be taking with me, it's going to be iced tea lemonade intra. So this is BCAAs and electrolytes. I really like these when I'm doing cardio or in my workout, just because it just makes me feel hydrated. And I'm going to be in Miami and sweating, so I love this flavor. Iced tea lemonade's delicious. And then I'm also going to bring my creatine, because gotta get that creatine in every day. And then after that, I'm going to pack. I'll show you. So these are my supplements. So I've got fish oil from Ghost in the morning. If you're wondering like, what supplements should I take? If you're like looking at some good foundation supplement wise, fish oil is an amazing one for just overall health, because it's associated with reducing inflammation in the body. So it promotes good brain health. And when you're breaking your body down all week, good to have that little tool that helps reduce inflammation. It's best to have fatty fish to get those omega-3s in, that is associated with, you know, those positive impacts. But most of us don't get in a good couple servings of fatty fish each week. So I recommend getting in like a fatty fish like salmon at least once a week. But I'm also not consistent with that. So again, I love taking fish oil in the morning every day just to check my bases in that, because for the American diet, it's mostly high in omega-6s. And when that ratio of omega-3 to omega-6s is out of whack, it's just not as optimal when you're looking at your health as a total. So if you can get in those omega-3s with fatty fish or fish oil, it's just great to use. I also have magnesium biglycinate in here, D3, GABA for at night, more magnesium for at night, and then zinc. So nothing too crazy, just have my days lovely. Just have a lovely container to measure out my days. And I'm gonna throw this in. And then I'm also gonna do a non-stim pre-workout with me. I could take a regular stim pre-workout, but I am gonna bring energy drinks as well. So this is the passion fruit flavor. So there's no caffeine, no beta-alanine in here, just vasodilators and a couple ingredients to help with focus. So highly recommend trying it out if you do not like the tingles or getting wired after a workout, and like maybe you work out at night, for example, this is what I would recommend. And of course, code MUSCLEMAMI to save 20%. I'm also gonna pack some seasonings. This is salt-free Southwest Chipotle seasoning. I think I got it from Target. So I think I got it from Target, but this one's just like an easy one to throw in when I'm in a rush. I like this with beef, and it also works pretty well with chicken, but preference for beef. And then I'm taking my pink Himalayan salt. So it's in a sea salt shaker, but I did fill it with like the pink Himalayan salt crystals. So these two will be going in so that I have seasoning to cook with. I also will be showing you what I eat in a day, especially since this is like my first week of prep, if you will. Not super crazy with, you know, getting into the routine and everything. We're slowly building out. But we've got 2 eggs with a piece of Dave's Killer Bread. I do have a Greek yogurt that I'm gonna eat, but I'm gonna save it for my car ride as a little cute munch while I'm going. So yeah, gonna munch on this. I've got a call in about an hour, I wanna say. So I'm gonna finish packing, get everything in my car. I'll show you the food that I pack, and then we'll go from there. Oh, also I'm packing bananas too. So I've got like 4 of them that are pretty ripe. And then I'm gonna take some Pepsis as well. Okay, so next up here, I'm packing my like cold things that I'm taking with me. So I have a couple ice packs at the bottom. This is like a insulated cooler, so it'll stay somewhat chilled while I'm, you know, driving and all that. So I'm gonna put my meals in here first. So I've got 3 meals ready for today. So there's sweet potatoes with them and broccoli for a couple of them. I'm actually gonna take a freshly frozen ground beef, not my partially thawed one. I'm gonna throw this in a Ziploc bag and toss this in, so it's also gonna help keep things a little colder. I do have a produce bag too, so I'm just gonna double whammy it, because sometimes these little containers will melt, or I mean not melt, they'll just kind of like bleed through, but you know, keeping it in this makes sure just in case that I'm not getting like blood everywhere. So these are 91% lean ground beef tubes. I get them in bulk from Costco, so I highly recommend, just because it's so easy. So when I get there, I just have to toss this on a pan with some seasoning, and that's pretty much it. I'll have 4 servings of beef for the next day. So just gonna do this, and then I'll probably end up getting like a thing of chicken for my last 2 days, but just to hold me over, because I've got an interesting layout with Airbnbs. So first Airbnb is just like a solo one. It's nothing fancy. I'll show you guys it later, but then after tonight, I'm gonna go then stay in an Airbnb with some of my friends. So Chloe's gonna be there, and if you know Fiona, she's also gonna be there. So I'm excited to see everybody. But that's why I'm taking the beef, so when I'm at my little place tonight, because it's gonna be, oh my gosh, I drove 5 hours, then I just went straight to a shoot for 2 hours. I know after that, like around 6:30, I'm not gonna really wanna be also going to the grocery store and yada yada. So this will hold me over, and then, yeah, and then I'll go to the grocery store the next day probably. We'll see, but yeah, I'll show you some of the other stuff I'm packing. I do actually have 1 extra serving of chicken that will be for tomorrow, so nice to already have that. And then I'll pair it with some beef, just so I can hit my 160 grams of protein. Also macros right now, 160 protein, 225 grams of carbs, and 45 grams of fat. So a really harsh deficit from what I was eating for those carbs and fat. So far I feel good, especially because now I have to eat whole food sources pretty much, and I don't really have a lot of room for flexibility, and I need to get in the prep mindset and zone. So again, I'll mostly like whole food ingredients for everything. I'm also taking a container of broccoli. I think this is 340 grams, so this will be about maybe 3.5-ish, probably 3 days worth of broccoli, and I'll cook that when I get there. I also have arugula, and with broccoli, I don't have to cook it. I can also just munch on it as is. I also have arugula and blueberries that I'm taking with me. And then we'll be taking a couple containers of Greek yogurt. Again, I'm gonna get more once I get there, and tomorrow I'll go grocery shopping, get a couple things, but this will be for this morning because I still need to eat the rest of my protein. But again, I just wanna enjoy it during my drive. And then another one for tomorrow. And I threw more ice packs in here just to make sure I'm covered. I think that's gonna be it. If I can fit it, I'm gonna try fitting some strawberries, but I'm not super worried about it. Okay, I just threw most of my stuff in the car. I'm gonna go throw my suitcase in there as well, and my refrigerated bag. I also threw my scale on the side here, and then I have to get my laptop, all my work stuff, put that in a bag too and take that, and then we're good to go. But before I do that, I've got my last call with somebody interested in coaching, and then we're getting on the road. So let's do it. Okay, so I just finished shooting at the house. I didn't get any videos just because I was so overwhelmed. I had like a 2-hour time slot, and I had just gotten there, and I had to walk a little bit because I parked my car too far away. It was like a 10-minute walk, which was good. I needed to get my steps in, but I'm at my Airbnb now. It's super cute. I've got this seating area out here. a guest house, so it's attached to a bigger house. But I'll show you guys the inside. So this is the inside. Again, nothing crazy. And a cute little bedroom. Again, super duper simple. I love these small kinds of Airbnbs, right? I even got like a lovely stove, which I will be cooking on and showing you guys. And of course, a fridge and a freezer, the essentials here. Because I'm going to freeze some of the food I prep and take it with me to eat tomorrow. So I did eat one of my meals on the road and I forgot to show you. Also, I just was distracted. I was in a time crunch. I needed to get there quicker than expected because I was running late when I put in the address to the GPS because of traffic. So it was definitely a rush to get here and I was stressed. So I ate one of my meals, which was 4 ounces of chicken, like 100 grams of sweet potato, and then I ate a banana with it. And then when I went to my photo shoot, they had little charcuterie there, and I did have like 4 pieces of salami and a piece of cheese. So I will be taking that away. So I will be reducing my food accordingly. Like, probably not the best decision that I did that, but I'm doing macros and like I generally knew what I was eating, and right now I'm not super worried about it. So I'm also pretty behind on food today. It is already 7:15 p.m. and I have not eaten enough, but I have my meals. I'm gonna bring them in, eat them, so I'll kind of show you guys what I've got next. Also, it turns out I'm freaking walking in swim week. I did not know I was walking in swim week. I think they sent us like something to apply for and I just didn't do it because I was like, oh no, guess I'm not gonna walk. Cool. Yeah, and my shoot got moved, so it was really weird how the timing works because it's gonna work out perfectly because I had to go to something at 10 for the swim week, like a workshop, and then my shoot is from 12 to 3. It got moved down, just happened to a couple days ago, and then I have to be somewhere at 4 to get all the glam makeup done, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it, just because like I bodybuild, like I'm walking in heels and throwing a pose isn't new to me, but it's also weird being, you know, peak off season, coming into a prep and you're like, guess we're doing this. And again, I was not mentally prepared. So yeah, hopefully I can get some clips and kind of show it to you guys. I'm a little nervous, but it's gonna be great. I'm gonna get some work done as well tonight, but again, I'll show you my next meal here. Okay, so this is the next meal, which is similar to the last meal I ate. 4 ounces of chicken, and this one's actually 175 grams of sweet potato. So I ate a lot of it, if you can't tell already. But I'm gonna be pairing it with a banana because these bad boys are going through it. They did not do too well with the drive here. So I'm gonna munch on this as well with it. And then I got a little bit more food I'm gonna eat, mostly protein sources. So I'll show you those next. Right now I'm just answering all my clients' messages from the day, making sure I hit all their questions and have those answered. And then, yeah, I have to mentally prepare for swim week and hopefully get my nails done in time because these puppies are okay, but they're, I don't know if you can tell on camera, they're a little jank. You can tell they got smudged and all that. But yeah, I need to shower. I need to get more work done. I'm going to do those things before I check in with you guys next, just because it's already 8 p.m. and I'm self-shooting tomorrow from 10 to 12. So I'm excited for that. But I'll also show you when I meal prep my beef. My beef actually stayed frozen the entire drive. I did have it right against the ice pack, but I'm really surprised by that. I was in my cooler for 7 hours and actually stayed cold. Like, again, still frozen. And it sat in my hot car for like 2.5 hours without AC. So really surprised by that. I'm hoping it completely thaws by the time I cook it. So that's like the lineup for the evening. So that's what I'm going to do this evening. I'm going to go shower. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to answer more client questions. And I have like a couple check-ins that got sent in early today. And then I'll cook my beef, get all my last minute things done, go through the content that I captured today, organize that, and then also do like a little sock in my hair to get curls and get ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow after that shoot, I also forgot, I'm meeting up with Emily Fenton, so Fit by Fenton. She's a sweet pea, like absolutely love her. She's also a coach and has done bodybuilding shows, so I don't know, really cool friend of mine, so highly recommend checking her out. But yeah, I've got such good days ahead. And then again, like on that next day, I have this whole swim week thing, and then also having a shoot. Then I'm like, can a woman breathe? No, I'm actually so excited for all this. insane. It feels so weird how perfectly things are clicking together. I just feel like I'm in the right place at the right time, and it is such a powerful feeling, especially because I've been on this path now for the past like 3 years. Never expected for any of this to develop how it's developed, and I'm just so grateful. It's like every day I truly am living out my passion and being put in situations that are a little bit uncomfortable for me and help me grow through those experiences. And like I've had some really cool calls with people about coaching, especially around body dysmorphia, and being able to tell people the things that I wish I had heard, like with the pressure to look a certain way as a woman, especially when you've gone from a starting point, made a ton of progress, and then maybe what it looks like gone back on progress. So it's just cool to be able to talk about headspace with people and make a difference in that way. Like again, making somebody feel less alone and that they're okay. You know what I mean? It's such a simple thing, but, you know, to empower other people to form a positive feedback loop that gets them excited to do these hard things, to show up to the gym, to focus on eating good food. I really hope it makes a good impact. And, you know, I don't really get to see the impact of what I put out there into the universe with all these videos and everything. And it is just the craziest feeling to hop on a call with somebody or meet somebody in person and be able to connect with them. And it's cool to understand where my actions and my journey can have a positive impact on others. And that for me is just really empowering, and it fills my light, and it just makes me really grateful to be where I am. I'm happy, and it has taken me so long to even say that. Again, I've been through a lot of really hard experiences in my early. If you've been, you know, following my journey or watching my videos, I talk about here and there about some of the hard experiences I've been through, like taking care of my mom. And I don't know if I've talked about it here with my RA experience, where I was like harassed tremendously after taking care of my mom. Like had a fucking kid pour throw up down my door on the 3rd day that I moved in. Like just, I've got a lot of interesting lore, and I've been really unhappy for a long time. Again, a lot of these early experiences, I had to learn a lot of really hard things, and, you know, it put me in a more negative headspace and state of being for some time, and I've done a lot of really dirty work and really dug into my soul to just figure out who I am and figure out how to be my most authentic and happy self and take care of myself better, etc. And just this path has really helped me do that. And again, to know that my journey inspires somebody else or leaves a positive impact in some way, my heart is full. Like, I really am happy. And I'm just so grateful to be where I'm at. So thank you guys. Thank you for all the sweet comments, all the kind connections that we've been able to make through this platform. Thank you for watching. Again, I'll show you the rest of my evening. Sorry for getting deep there. This is more me reflecting for myself, honestly. I'm just grateful to be where I am right now, so thank you. This is why I love Airbnbs, because it just is easy to find what you need, especially again with bodybuilding, making sure you have everything. So I'm just tossing this beef in the pan, and then I'll show you, well, you saw the seasoning already, but I'll show you it again. And they've got a little spatula, a pan, all the little things I need. So I'm just gonna cook this bad boy up. And this is our ground beef. I'm just seasoning it with the salt-free Southwest Chipotle seasoning. So just with the salt-free Southwest Chipotle seasoning, just an easy one. So this, and then I'll salt it when I'm ready to eat it. I am gonna put serving of it in this container, and then I gotta go out to my car and clean out the other container I ate out of already. And I'm just gonna spread it between those two at least. I do have one more meal left, so I'm gonna show you that one. Pretty similar. And yeah, but again, just easy to grab like a already prepped seasoning and use that, especially when on the go, because it just, this took me 2 seconds to throw together, and that's 4 servings of a protein source right there, and fat, honestly, because this is the 91% cut, so it's got some good fats in it. Okay, so it's already 11:30, and it is past my bedtime by like 3 hours, but I'm gonna eat my last meal, which is just chicken and broccoli, and then take my night supplements. I am supposed to also have a scoop of protein, but I am just so tired. I got caught up doing work items, and I just need to go to bed. So I might walk you through a little bit more of tomorrow, especially because I'm gonna go back to the house I was shooting at. So I kind of want to show that off to you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna head to bed, so I'll show you what the house looks like tomorrow.